So Fox Goodman. He is an extremely funny individual. Let's look at some of his videos to see why. The first video is called The Odd Ones Out Tracer, Fox Goodman Exposed.
Like Fox Goodman, he got fucked hard by my video. I didn't think my video would get that many views, but he got fucked extra hard. Whoops.
Fox and Matt are the same person. Matt Spicer is the original voice, while Fox Goodman is the pitch-shifted and auto-corrected voice. The most generic James clone out there. There is a difference between shutting down an argument and being a bitch.
Someone who bullies children and picks fights for attention doesn't deserve views.
You mean criticizes them?
A year ago, sweet kids in the community were terrified about getting a negative review. So I reached out and asked him to be nicer. Pretty hypocritical for a reviewer to get mad when criticized.
Grow up.
One of the criticisms about our community is that there's too many beginners copying bigger people. Freaking duh. How many times did kids pick up a camera for the first time because of their favorite vlogger? Everyone starts off copying because they don't know how to make something new yet.
How do you function?
What's going on, you guys? Welcome back. As you can see, I look a little different right now, but I'll get more into that later in the video. So make sure you stick around for that, because right now, this is going to be a one-time thing where I respond to the haters or any negativity thrown my way.
You mean constructive criticism?
So listen up. The main reason why I am making this video is for the true Fox Goodman fans out there.
And when you mean true fans, you mean people who never question or criticize you and blindly believe everything you say, right?
Lately, there has been so many lies and twisted facts about me that it's gotten to the point where I have to take a stand and defend myself. Lies and twisted facts are very powerful, and I'm going to show everyone that there are two sides to every story. So any hate speech or negative comments that are not civil will be deleted, and you will be banned. Zero tolerance, no questions asked, alright?
Pussy.
This channel is about positivity, where I make people laugh and put a smile on everyone's face. And that's what this channel is all about. So I have to clear some stuff up. Some very misleading stuff by some very malicious people who make very misleading videos intentionally, who supposedly do lots of research on me before dropping a big expose video.
So you're talking about yourself, right?
And I also want to talk about some very important topics that you may want to know about me. So I'm going to talk about some things that people are dying to know. Something so big that everyone is on the edge of their seat. And it starts with the million-dollar question.
Jerk off your ego.
If you don't know what the million-dollar question is, let me tell you. Fox Goodman, do you trace? Yes. Could I make my own videos with my own art style? Well, yeah, that's why I look different right now. But I am a clone channel, and I want to make videos like The Odd Ones Out. So I'm pretty sure anyone who watches my videos can obviously see that I'm a clone. And that is why I trace. Because I'm a clone. And I know what some of you guys may be thinking right now. The Odd Ones Out doesn't like clones. You're such a copycat. Be more original. Or my personal favorite,
The most generic James clone out there.
and that's where you're wrong. Very, very wrong. Because James loves clones. I don't think James is mad that there is another clone of him out there. So I don't understand why so many people are mad with me. James said it himself that he's completely, totally okay with clones. If you don't believe me, take a look, because seeing is believing.
I'm not accusing everyone here, I'm just saying if you're someone who comments, you're an Odd Ones Out clone, just stop. The only thing unacceptable really is people who just re-upload videos. Those people suck.
He's probably referring to people that make the same type of videos he does. Like Jaden Animations and Tim Tom. not people who trace his art like you.
I'm such a big fan of The Odd Ones Out, and he's the reason why I became a clone channel to begin with, because he's totally okay with it. I mean, how cool would it be to have a second generation The Odd Ones Out? I'm telling you guys the truth. I remember James saying himself that he likes clone channels, but if you think I'm making this stuff up, just take a look for yourself.
I don't really mind people who are quote unquote clones of me. In fact, I'm probably for it. I like people who put effort into their videos, you know, and I enjoy a lot of them. I like clone channels so much that I put them in the background of my videos. So I don't see why people are attacking them just because they're quote unquote copying me. I'm pro clone. I think if 50 people were clone channels of me, that would be good, because then that would mean they're starting to put effort into their videos.
You know what I said last time. Now imagine that part but again.
See, I told you I was telling the truth, and now you know why I trace, which leads me to my next point. I have my opinion on this, you guys watching this video have your opinion on this, but we're forgetting about the most important person's opinion about this whole entire thing, and that's The Odd Ones Out himself. So I really think we should tweet at The Odd Ones Out and show him this video and hear what he thinks about all of this. I like being a clone channel, and James said he likes clone channels too. But if I'm doing a few things that's bothering The Odd Ones Out, I'm very flexible. So James, if you're watching this video, I want to work with you, not against you with this whole controversy thing. So if you want, you can send me a DM on Twitter and we can have a civil and peaceful conversation and put this drama to rest.
You serious?
So for this part, this is the only thing I do feel ashamed of out of this entire video, which is me not realizing how important it is to credit all of my sources on how I make my videos. And I actually do want to apologize for that, because I honestly just forgot. I'm not perfect or anything, and everyone makes mistakes, and no one tells you how to make YouTube videos and gives you a list of things that you have to do when you post a video on YouTube. I thought me being a clone channel was pretty obvious that I clone other things too. Everyone has to start somewhere on YouTube, and everyone knows that as a content creator, your content is slowly going to change in the future. So once again, I really do want to apologize about forgetting to cite my sources, because I'm not perfect or anything. And I honestly just forgot. Everyone makes mistakes. And in this case, I forgot to cite my sources on where I get my material from. I mean, let's be real here. How many of you just watch a YouTube video for entertainment and just want a good laugh? Because I know I do, and a whole lot of other people do too. And that's how I learned that everyone is different. And some people just want to watch a YouTube video for entertainment, and other people want to know where the sources are. But that's why I want to apologize for that, because everyone is not the same, and some people like to see the sources for everything. But don't worry about it, Fox got you covered. I'm going to put tons of sources for anything I use in my videos in the description box below in all of my videos from now on. So if you're the person who likes to watch YouTube videos that has sources, check the description box, because it's going to be there from now on. But if people don't want to read the description box now, well, that's a different story. So since I am going to credit all of my sources that I do trace, does this still make me a malicious art thief now?
Logan Paul, is that you?
We're going to talk about the 3 best ways to spot a tracer. If you trace the whole couch, then it ends up looking terrible and traced.
I never knew using Google Images was such a bad thing. I mean, I use Google for everything. Who doesn't use Google, right? Everyone uses Google.
This has nothing to do with what he said. His point is that the traced art you used looks terrible. Not that you used Google Images. So this video was pretty standard so far. However, the next part of the video is where it
and Matt Spicer. Now, who's Matt Spicer, you might be asking? Well, he's also Fox Goodman.
Oh, this is going to be my personal favorite part about this entire video. Tracing is one thing and stolen art is another, but we already got that out of the way. But the Illuminati now? Really? Fox Goodman and Matt Spicer are the same person.
Assuming that two people who sound similar and upload similar content are the same person is just as crazy as believing in the Illuminati.
Well, the short answer is, I am Fox Goodman and not Matt Spicer. Some people believe me, and I respect that. But some people like to do some CSI stuff, proving that two different people are the same person. So, for all the tinfoil hat conspiracy theorists out there who rely on stuff like the spectrogram and comparing frequencies, it's 100% false.
To all those tinfoil hat conspiracy nuts who believe in things like evidence and proof, you're all crazy.
What's next? America didn't land on the moon? I honestly love conspiracy theorists because they are so wrong and they don't want to admit it.
Well, are you going to explain how they're wrong? No? Okay, moving on.
So they need to take their tinfoil hats off for a few seconds, because if they are so confident that Fox Goodman and Matt Spicer are the same person, well, why don't you put your money where your mouth is? Since you're so confident, I mean, the spectrogram proved it, right? You have nothing to worry about.
And being a bitch.
So put your money where your mouth is. I am putting out an open challenge to the biggest conspiracy theorist out there, and he knows who he is. If you're so confident, then accept my challenge. But I know you won't, because that's the kind of person you are. All bark but no bite. Because if I lose this challenge, then I will delete my YouTube channel and never make another YouTube video ever again. So now is your big chance. Do you accept my challenge? If you do accept this challenge, all you gotta do is make a YouTube video responding to this video, where you accept my challenge, and that's where the real fun begins. But what do I get out of all of this? Well guys, I think I found a way on how to go to VidCon next year for free. And you all know how I really want to go to VidCon one day, but now I want to go in style. I want my plane ticket to be first class. I'm talking about a 5-star hotel and a limousine. It's going to be Subway sandwiches for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And the best part is, I finally get to show the Odd Ones Out and Jane Animations my fan art and get it autographed. So do you accept my challenge? I mean, you're so confident that Fox Goodman and Matt Spicer are the same person. Well, talk is cheap, and now is your big chance. So put your money where your mouth is. And the only way to prove that Fox Goodman and Matt Spicer are not the same person is with a double face reveal in one video. 2 for the price of 1, but in one condition. This is where GoFundMe comes into play. Let me tell you why I will start a GoFundMe. I love watching Mr. Beast and love when he does these crazy videos where he is giving stuff away for free. I want to be like Mr. Beast, but for animations. I want to give away free iPhones, free Androids, free wireless headphones, free gift cards, you name it, you got it. But this stuff isn't cheap, and I want to have crazy, awesome giveaway videos too. This is why I want to raise $100,000 out of this GoFundMe. 50 is going to be for me, Fox Goodman, and the other 50 is going to be for Matt Spicer. I am pretty sure Matt Spicer would agree to something like this. But if you are right, then you can keep every single dollar out of that GoFundMe. You can get paid $100,000 to publicly humiliate me, or do what you're best at. I'm gonna go through the videos one more time, comb through it, make a part 2, and say, Fox Goodman is tracing part 2. What do you think of that? Don't try me. Just take a seat, because like I said before, you're all bark but no bite. Because again, that's the kind of person you really are. And being a bitch. So let's see how confident you are now, and put your money where your mouth is.
So I'm ending it here. I hope you all have a nice day and don't be a bully.
I just want to say again that I am not Matt Spicer, but apparently my word isn't good enough. So this is why I don't mind doing a Discord call with Matt Spicer at any time. But the thing is, a good handful of people think I am actually lying and don't want to take my word for it. I don't mind doing a Discord call with Matt Spicer right now. So you know what? To be fair, I'm going to make the people who think I'm lying wait. Since they think I'm a liar, I'm going to make them wait for that Discord call to happen, because that Discord call will happen just when you least expect it. Maybe it's for Christmas, maybe it's for New Year's, maybe it's for a 50,000 subscriber special. You never know, but it will happen. So mark my words and remember this day when I say I am Fox Goodman and not Matt Spicer. I haven't decided how long I wanted to make these small handful of people who think I am lying wait for, but when that Discord call does happen, it's only fair to the people who thought I was lying to admit that they were wrong, since they waited that long for this moment to happen. And one last thing, a lot of people are wondering about my face reveal now and think it's a big deal or something. I think I'm just a regular average guy called Fox Goodman. I'm not a superhero or anything who has a secret identity. I mean, a lot of people already know how I look like already and know that I make YouTube videos, like my neighbors, the people in the supermarket, my barber, my friends, and every single animator I met at the fan meetup video that took place in Central Park. A lot of people think I'm some superhero who has a secret identity now, when I am actually just some regular guy who makes YouTube videos. Because regardless, almost every animator always has a face reveal at some point, and people are going to know what they look like anyway. And I'm no different. People are going to know what Fox Goodman looks like in the future anyway. Whether it's now or later, it doesn't really matter. But the thing is, I really am not Matt Spicer, and it's not fair to pressure someone to do something that they're not comfortable doing yet. That's why I would rather have a Discord call with Matt Spicer, because that's more easier to do. Because if Matt Spicer wants to do a face reveal, then that's great. But if he's not comfortable doing one, I don't think anyone should pressure someone doing something that they are not comfortable doing.
How do you function?